So today I am going to make this video on tenses, on tenses for you students. So I am not going to discuss all the tenses because some of the tenses have been discussed in the earlier classes and you are well aware of them because you have done so in class 4, in class 5. You have done some of the tenses in class 4 and class 5. So I am going to discuss the relatively more difficult ones or the relatively more complex one. The first tense I am going to discuss today is present perfect tense. Now there are some key words that tell us that the sentence should be in present perfect tense. These words are just now, as you can see, just now, already. If these words are in the sentence, then you can be sure the tense of the verb, will be present perfect. When do we use present perfect tense? To denote that something has started in the past, but the effect is still on. The action has started in the past, but the effect is still on. I have crossed this section, so don't look at it. Look at only number 1. To denote that something has started in the past, but the effect is still on, we use present perfect tense. I have provided you with the syntax, that is, what is the form of the sentence, what is the structure of the sentence. Syntax means structure. Structure of the sentence is subject plus have or has, then the third form of verb, like he has finished. See here, after subject we have written has, and then the third form of verb finished. He has finished his homework just now. So this is the key word, just now. When you find this word just now or already in the sentence, you can be sure that the verb will be in present perfect tense, and hence you should use have or has, then the third form of the verb, just like I have used here, has finished. Now we are coming to present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Now these the key words that denote that the verb will be in present perfect continuous tense. The key words that give us hints that the sentence will be in the verb will be in present perfect continuous tense are since and for. The key words are since and for. Since or for. Since or for tells us that the verb in that sentence will be in present perfect tense. Now after since there is a time mentioned. Since does not sit alone, but after since a time is mentioned. Similarly, after for a duration of time is mentioned. Look at the example for 1 hour. This is the duration of time. For 2 days. This is also a duration of time. So after for, a duration of time is mentioned, and after since, a time in the past is mentioned. Look here. She has been singing since this morning. You see here, Since is mentioned here. Since, then a time in the past. Since this morning. This morning is a past event because time has passed on after the morning, after this morning. Maybe now it is afternoon. So the morning is already a past event, a past time. So since this morning, if we see such phrase or such group of words in a sentence, we can be sure that the verb should be in present perfect tense. Now see at the structure or syntax of the sentence. After subject we place have or has, then been, then verb ing, and after it there should be either since or for. Like here we have placed see, then has been singing since this morning. Point these words since or for. Another example will be if I write here, look, another example will be, we have very short space here but I can manage here. I have been reading for 2 hours. So you see here either for or since. If these two words are present before a given time or given duration, then we are writing present perfect tense, where we are writing subject, then have or has, then been, then verb ing. But here is a star mark, that means there is an exception of particular case. That is, if the verb is in the bracket, if the verb in the bracket is be, so you will be asked in your exam to write the proper form of verb, and the base form, the present tense form, will be given in your bracket, and you have to change the verb in its proper tense. So if the verb in the bracket is be, you know the be verbs are is, am, are, was, were. Okay. So if the verb in the brackets is be, we will write in present perfect tense, in present perfect continuous tense, we will write have been or has been. Okay. What I am saying, try to understand. In present perfect continuous tense, if the verb is any doing word like singing, reading, we write have been reading or has been singing. But if the verb is simply be, you will write have been or has been. Though there is since or for in the sentence, there is no verb ing. Like, we will never write, what I am saying, we will never write has been being. No, there is no such sentence. Okay, if the given verb in the bracket is be, we will never write has been being or have been being. No, that will be grossly wrong. We should only write has been. So if it is an action verb, then we can write has been or have been reading or has been singing. But if it is a, if the verb given in the brackets is be, then it should only be has been and nothing else. Maybe it can be have been, but that's all. See here, she has been ill for 2 days. Just as the custom of present perfect continuous, for and the duration of time is mentioned, but we are only writing has been. There is no verb ing because the verb given in the bracket was be. If it has been any doing verb, any action verb, then a verb ing should have come. I hope this part is clear to you.